Hello, everyone. Hello. How you guys doing? How is everybody tonight? So excited. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know I look a little frazzled. It's raining. It's crazy. It's all this around here these days. Oh my goodness. I'm just so glad to be with you guys. I don't go live as often as I used to. But it is what it is. And I have my coffee over here because I can't be sitting around here drinking with y'all. Can y'all hear me okay? Thank you, Miss Anna. Thank you, dear. I hope y'all can hear me okay. And I know this was a little crazy how I posted this. I'm going to blame it on the retrograde. And here comes Gemini. I'm gonna blame it on the retrograde because it's like, you know how language just doesn't seem to like function very well. You can't find the right words. So anyway, here we go. So this is Gem, stop. Okay, this is the YouTube membership link I'm putting in right now. And so if you're not already a member, welcome to all the members. So tonight what we're going to do is I'm going to read for my members first. The Heart Song members, there's 2 memberships, $1.99 and $9.99 a month. And the $9.99 a month, those members, I'm going to read for them first. Jem, we're not. I'm sorry, baby. Say hello to everybody. Hello, everyone. Hello. Okay. Goodbye. She just is tearing up the set. Typical Gemini. Anyway, so I'm gonna read for the Heart Sign members first. Some of you already know who you are, so we're gonna read for y'all first, and then we'll read for the $1.99 a month members, and then if we have time, I'll get to everyone. Okay. I don't want to stand here too long because I am already like darn near booked. But I do want to talk about a few things. Oh, let me just speak to everybody. That's rude. I didn't even welcome everyone at home. Miss Shona Mona, how you, baby? Oh, it's early in the morning. And then hello, Miss Venus. Hello, Miss. Let me go back. Hello, Miss Sericia. Hi, honey. And hey, Sharon. Hello, Lee. Hey, Netta. Hello, S. Marie. Hey, Miss Marcy. How are you? Thank you so much, Alan. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, Marie M. All right. Hello, Mirena. Hello, Sandra. Hello, darling. And I said hello to Miss Anna. Okay, I just want to catch everybody. I don't want to miss anyone. And hello, Cece. Okay. So I'm going to go by who I saw. Okay, I think Shona Mona left. Miss Venus, let's get you first. I'm going to go in the order that I see y'all have come into the house. Come on in the room. So we're going to go in the order. Those of you who are Heart Song members, Heart Song is $9.99. Heartbeat is $1.99 a month. Those of you who are Heart Song members, we're going up to the front. Okay? Going to the front. Oh, are you? This your first visit? Well, welcome, Miss Julia. We'll be sure to get to you too, dear. Thank you guys for coming. So, if you can, I do potentially. I'm considering stop buzzing. Okay. I'm thinking about. Okay. All right. We're gonna leave this here. So let me. Oh, hush, for Pete's sake. Okay. We're going to start off with the goddess power for you, Miss Venus. Let's see where we start with the goddess power. Hey, Sagittarius. Okay. What do we have for Miss Venus today, please? What do we have for Miss Venus today, please? I want one more because you came out. You got, okay, so I believe, Miss Venus, you had chosen the, I cannot move. You had chosen the Labradorite, and I think this was the one I couldn't pronounce very well, Arianrod. So this is all about timing, right? So Goddess Arianrod is here, and she wants to be sure that she's known. So timing is going to be important in this whole entire reading, just so we're clear. What else do we have for Miss Venus, please? What else do we have for Miss Venus? Oh, Persephone. And Persephone is all about inexperience. Let me pull some. Let me actually take a peek at Persephone. Persephone. Gemini, you are going to be in big trouble in about 10 seconds. Get down right now. Down. Persephone says, sometimes not knowing is a great gift. Right now, the Greek goddess Persephone invites you to a state of open-hearted learning. Discernment comes with experience, and at this moment, it's okay to admit you don't know or fully understand what is in front of you. Yeah. Be curious and teachable. The goddess Persephone will be with you, and I think that's why we've got both of these goddesses here. So there's something that you're going through right now, Venus. The timing is working in your favor. I'm going to pull some tarot. The timing is everything, okay? You don't have all the information yet. And because you don't have all the information, it's not time to fully move. It's like there's things that are going to be shown to you, perhaps about I'm feeling it's, oh goodness, this has a lot to do with your this could be your job. Yeah, I feel like it's got a lot to do with your job and money. More money, more abundance coming in. The 7 of Wands I have for you is energy coming towards your energy you need to be paying attention to. What does she have to? Yeah, look, with the 3 of Swords, I feel like if you're not, yeah. Okay, this is what I'm getting off the bat. What is going to appear to be a disappointment? Thank you, Lee. What is going to appear to be a disappointment is really meant towards your victory. So guard your heart that you don't get disappointed with the news immediately. Like you're going to hit an immediate disappointment. Like it's going to be like, I really thought this was going to work out differently. Right, Miss Venus? But with the 10 of Wands, I feel like, thanks, Teardrops and Roses. I feel like it's going to literally, you're carrying other people's burdens as they're going through their tower moment. So you're going to be along. So I feel like there's going to be some major changes that are about to happen with this company that you're working with. With the Fool, it's a new adventure. Even perhaps I hear taking it over, taking a larger role, but it's almost like I see this interesting transfer. I'm great, Clementine. How are you? It's like there's this interesting transfer going on, or that's about to go on. I'm concerned, there might be something that's about to happen with the owners here, Miss Venus. Um, Justice. Justice. Have there been, okay. I feel like there is a potential lawsuit that may be coming around. Somebody might be getting divorced. There's a legal battle that's coming up and then I've got the Eight of Wands and the Sun. So the communication and the outcome are gonna end up okay. Because I also have the Wheel of Fortune, Miss Venus, and I have the Ace of Pentacles. I'm just really hearing, I am really, really hearing that you are going to potentially end up with a significant either stake in the business or kind of be offered to literally kind of take it over. And it might be necessary legally for them to do that. There could be a contract coming up, some type of a government contract that will require, in order for them to get it, will require a significant female ownership. Like they have to be a WBE, a woman's business enterprise, where you have a significant ownership. Or an MBE where there's a multiple minority situation. Her sister has a baby. Ah, God. Girl. I'm gonna have to go get some damn wine. What is wrong with y'all around? Hold on. Some of y'all that have been with me for a while know that I used to always have a fan. Child. For you to be half owner. Well, there you go. This is a good thing. However, I'm hearing that you need to pay attention and really pay attention to the contracts. Also, don't be afraid of being half owner just because you know what you know. You don't know what you don't know. You're going to be taught. It's going to come to you. It's not going to be as difficult as you think. It's going to be difficult at first, but at the end of the day, you got this Six of Wands. The Six of Wands. That you're going to find victory, and this is going to be a very good, lucrative Ace of Pentacles. So take it, girl. Take it. Take it, girl. Your boss was helping them, but her sister wasn't paying her share. Yeah, you need to do whatever you need to do to go on and take this up and be the half owner. It's going to turn out in your favor, if that's what I'm understanding from this here. Ms. Venus, if you need some more clarification, please let me know, and we can talk on the side if you need more clarification. But I see this turning out very much in your favor. There's going to be some more legal documentation. There's going to be some restructuring of some things. He needs you to be half owner more than you need to be half owner. Good. Okay, good. But he needs you to be half owner more than you do. So be sure whatever, as far as the ownership paperwork, that's the ownership contracts is what I'm talking about. I need you to be sure that that's all tight and right. All right? That's got to be tight and right. Hey, congratulations, boss lady. Venus is a boss lady. Is that good, Venus, or is there some other question that you have, honey? Let me know before we kind of move forward. I need the next, I think, Janet, your heart song, right? Janet's heart song, is that true? S. Marie, I don't know what, okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this as, I'm going to take Janet next. I can't see who's what on here. I need anybody that is the $9.99 member to please speak up now. Okay? Any $9.99 members. I know that Janet is for sure. I just don't recognize everybody. Thank you guys for being here. So you guys can, hey, Ann. You guys can join. And that's why I live in this song. Yeah. Yes, amen. Anna, Earth Loves Tarot, I don't know if you can click the join button. I don't know what kind of device you're on, but is there a join button right like underneath this stream? Okay, baby. Sharon, oh, Sharon, you are too. Okay, then let me take Sharon. I'm sorry, Miss Janet. Let me take Sharon, and then I'll take you, Miss Janet, okay? And then we'll take Sandra, because Sharon was in here just right before you. So, Miss Sharon, let me take you. And then I'll take Miss Janet, and then I'll take Miss Sandra, and then we'll go back through. You got it going, girl. If you have any questions about anything or whatever, Venus, just let me know. You're on an iPhone. Has anybody else joined? She really loves to come out. I'm going to leave her out. I'm going to leave Ariane Rod out because this broad seems to want to tell us all that is in the timing. It's in the timing. It's in the timing. This child, she just wants to be around, honey. Okay, and then we have Danu for assurance. I'm probably mispronouncing. I'm sorry, goddesses. I'm not as familiar with my Celtic goddesses as I should be. Oh, 10. Okay, here we go. 10, Danu, assurance. The appearance of the Celtic earth goddess Danu, who gave birth to magic, portends the fulfillment of your desires, Miss Sharon, and fruition of your dreams. Whatever it is that you're inquiring about, Danu gives her assurance that you're in the process of becoming. Now is the time to trust whatever you have planned, and worked toward is becoming lovingly birthed. All you need to do is stay in the flow of events and be ready for your next opportunity. Everything has its perfect season. Hello, Shinove. Hey, Michael. We almost said 500,000. I love, Michael, that you are calling that into fruition. Hey, Objective Reality. Thank you. Oh, you're getting another deck. I'm glad you're calling that into existence. Y'all keep sharing this channel. It will happen. Okay, Miss Sharon, here we go. Figures you get Of course. In this deck, though, it's mostly Celtic, to be honest with you. I'm going to turn the big lights on in a minute. I wanted the mood, but Hermit, study to show yourself approved, Miss Sharon. Study to show yourself approved. So both Lady Time, right? So everybody, this is a collective message that Lady Time is saying, listen, you have got to, like, timing is everything. And I feel that that's incredibly important, especially right here during this particular time period with Jupiter and Pluto conjunct. Saturn's come back into Capricorn, and disrupting the flow. Okay? Saturn is acting like the mass disruptor. Saturn is Chronos, guys. For those of you that don't know the other mythology, Saturn is Chronos, son of Uranus. Saturn upended Uranus. Saturn rebelled against Uranus and took over. So time took over spirit. Time took over the spiritual God flow. Now, I know this is going to make sense to you, Sharon, but this is also for the collective. Time took that over and constrained man into a time-space continuum. So Saturn's come back in and saying, all these great things that we've been seeing, I'm going to come back in and wait, I'm going to disrupt the flow. And I'm going to disrupt time. So we're going to see kind of a slow down a little bit of time right now so that we can, thank you, Melissa, so that we can indeed then move forward, if that makes any sense. Now, study to show yourself approved. Dano is saying assurance. Listen, everything that you're doing, Sharon, is coming to fruition. In fact, what you're going to have is with the Justice card. So any legal things that have to happen in order for you to get this 10 of Pentacles abundance, anything legal as you study, right? As you take this time out to be by yourself and be within and remember that the entirety of the universe resides within you as it does without you, outside of you, within as within, it is as without. So as you go in and find these gifts, find this wisdom, find this knowledge, follow your studies wherever your spirit leads you, follow it. Okay. Then you're going to find not only balance, but then you'll understand the spiritual law behind what you are going to do. There is a necessity for you to understand the spiritual laws, the 7 universal laws, which ones are fixed and which ones are mutable. You have to understand the law of frequencies. You're going to have to understand the laws of manifestation. You're going to have to understand, and you're growing in that understanding. You have that already within you, but you need to begin to understand how the mind, the heart, the solar plexus all works together in the manifestation game and in the growth game and in the spiritual game. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got to understand the law, because you're going to be operating within but without, within the law but outside of it. Okay, and that is going to give you this 10 of Pentacles complete. Now, anything in earthly law that has to be completed will be, needs be, must be, it's got to happen so that you could be free to roam about the cabin, as I like to say. You're going to be Ace of Wands here, okay? You're going to be Ace of Wands here, full of, inspiration. We've talked about that, right? Inspiration, right? And here's 9 of Pentacles, which means you're going to feel self-fulfillment. You're going to be okay, Miss Sharon, riding solo dolo. You're going to be like, I got everything within me. I don't need nothing else, right? And then as you come to every fork in the road with this indecision, because you're going to have to make a decision and you're going to have to make a stance. Hey, fit goddess, you're going to, and trust your intuition. When you have to make a decision, I hear spirit saying, trust your intuition. With the Hanged Man, it's going to feel like it is taking so goddamn long. right? That's an obstacle. It's going to feel like it's taking long. Three of Swords. It's going to feel like, oh my gosh. Sometimes in your natural self, Miss Sharon, you are not going to feel like you can succeed. Sometimes you're going to feel like there's so many gosh darn obstacles in your way, you ain't going to get there, right? But you got to not get overly with this devil card, OCD. Don't get tied into the depths of woe is me. Don't get too frustrated. Be sure you are clearing and keeping clear any toxicity, any doubters, any whatever. If you can't talk to, your Sunday morning folks, then just don't talk to them about it. Like a lot of this right now, especially this in-depth study and understanding spiritual law to abundance, some of this smacks. They don't like it, but what's going to help you is you always have to keep your eye on the prize with the Six of Wands victory, right? You're going to have decisions to make. You're going to have options, right? With this Two of Wands. And here you are, the Emperor. This is your world, okay? This is your world. Other people that are coming at you are just a squirrel trying to get a nut. Now, some of y'all in this room will know where that lyric came from of what song. Now, I'm going to see how old my folks are that's sitting right here in this here room. How many of y'all? Okay, anyway, so. Anyway, listen, you got to own it completely. Own every decision that you're making. Trust your higher self, trust your intuition, because your higher self will lead you directly where it go. I saw you and him walking in the rain. Y'all remember that song? You were holding hands and I'd never be the same. Y'all find that song is from the 80s. Y'all find that song. Early 90s. Late 80s, early 90s. I saw you and him walking in the rain. Anyway, that had nothing to do with your reading, Miss Sharon. Nothing to do at all. Let me get back. Anyway, that was a moment. You got to own it, Miss Sharon. Okay, own it, because you're going to find victory in whatever you lay your hand to. Oops, here we go. And there with the Three of Pentacles, I do see where there's going to be even more practical partnerships. Where people are going to end up commissioning you to do certain things. So in commissioning, perhaps leading, coaching, working with, that kind of thing. I do see that happening as well, where you will have, especially in the spiritual realm, you're going to have people that are going to be like, can you help me? Because what you're doing has helped me so much. Okay. Yes, the Kuan Yin. Miss Sharon, where are we at with that? How you feeling about that, darling? Where's my Kuan Yin? I don't know where Kuan Yin ran off to. I got to find her. Hey, LJ. Okay, Miss Sharon, you like it? All right. I love it. All right. Let's move on, Miss Janet. And then we're going to do Miss Sandra. I think somebody else. And then I've got Objective Reality, I believe, is the next heart song. And then we'll start with the others. So I've got Janet, Sandra, Objective Reality, and then the others. Okay. Janet, do you have a question, or I'm just kind of on a roll tonight, so you tell me what you want me to do. Do you have a question? Yep, Figatus, we're doing the $9.99 members first. Are you a $9.99 or $1.99? And then I'm going to go back through and we'll pull a couple oracles for the $1.99s, okay? Snacks. Hang on one second, y'all. Let me turn this light on. Okay, guys, just so you guys know, my $9.99 members, we're gonna do two of these pretty much a month, so I can be sure to give everybody a reading. And then in July, we'll start doing some more members only lives and posts. Okay, so again, we're leaving time out here because it seems like timing is everything for everyone. She came out twice now tonight, so I'm not going to put her back. So we have Aphrodite, romantic love. Janet holding out on us. Let me see here. Hold on. The Greek goddess of romantic love, Aphrodite, represents a state of ecstatic being that she now invites you to cultivate within. You can experience the world as a sensual, expressive, creative being if you allow yourself the freedom to explore what this means to you. Perhaps this is a portent of a new partnering or a deepening of one you already have, or perhaps this is a time for you to claim this aspect of your nature, which may have lain dormant for a while. Aphrodite invites you to fall in love with your life now and choose to look for the essence and expression of love all around you. By doing so, love will increase tenfold and you will see evidence of it everywhere you turn. This is your sacred task when Aphrodite chooses to aid and empower you, Janet. So I have a feeling. Where's Sharon? Oh my gosh. Congratulations, Miss Sharon. So this is you being invited to fall in love with yourself. Find the love in your world. Find the light in your world. So let's see what the tarot has for you. These poor Thelema cards are wore out, child. Okay. Miss Janet, there's been some confusion in your life recently. And I feel like there's some pretty serious choices that have to be made. I do have the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck and the Two of Pentacles and Judgment on the bottom of the deck. This also tells me then that the answers and balance in your life are coming quickly. It's like there's a freedom, a freeing, a loosening of money, a loosening of, bye, Anna. Yeah, a loosening. You see, he was down there too. With this Knight of Cups, there's going to be an offer coming towards you. It's going to be rather inspirational with that Knight of Wands. But there's going to be a good, proper offer coming into you. And I'm not thinking it's necessarily romantic, but it's coming to you so you can settle into a groove so that you can make the choices you needed to make, right? That you need to make in order to further your life. In order to further, right? Like it just in general, I feel like family life, everything. With this Five of Pentacles, it's time for you to come out from the cold. Even more secrets with the moon are being revealed. That it could be Piscean energy, but I don't really know. And this has been quite overwhelming for you. Miss Janet, or someone in your world. Like there's like, I feel like there's also someone around that's feeling left out in the cold. That's overwhelmed with choices she has to make. Miss Janet, how old is your daughter? If you don't mind my asking. Venus, stop it. Anyway, there's some choices your daughter's having to make too. But I feel like you're having to make these choices or be assisting in these choices. Excuse me, or to assist her. 10 of Wands. Do not carry other people's burdens. She's back home. She's been through some stuff. I think she's still going through some stuff. Listen, there's some options and it doesn't feel like either option is the right one. It doesn't feel like I feel like there's options that you want to exercise as far as, relocation and things like that, but it doesn't necessarily feel like any one of them is the right one because you're too tied to other people's burdens and you're going to have to decide to go on and make the decision based on what's best for you as an individual, because you as an individual, then it will assist the rest of the family, if that makes any sense. But you're going to get an offer that's going to make it very easy, and you will eventually find victory in this. The right decision will be made, even though it's bleak right now. You have got to stand your ground as this King of Wands, and however spirit is leading you deep down, even though it doesn't feel right, it is right. With this Empress, that's the one that's going to be fruitful. That's the one that's going to be the most loving option at the end of the day, because it's going to yield the most harvest. Okay, you have to guard your heart. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty, because the choices as you follow your spirit, it's going to be a very abundant, fruitful, prosperous new beginning. And this is really you choosing. Okay, to go on your life path with this Four of Wands. Welcome, CT. And you gotta find balance. Now there could be a Libra involved, but you have to find balance. People should be able to get out what they put in. You can't keep putting more in than other people are. Okay, you're gonna have to be a little more kind of Four of Pentacles, not so. You're gonna have to kind of shut things down and make a decision that's still a bit different. In other words, not so much heartfelt, but it's practical. Not heartfelt from I've got to help you, I've got to fix it. Heartfelt from this is where my true heart is. And I got Sagittarian energy too, so you'll make the right decision and you're going to receive an offer, I'm hearing, within the next 2 weeks. Or there's going to be something that shows itself that's going to let you know this is the way that you're supposed to go, or she's supposed to go. Yeah. 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 It's the right thing to do. It may not feel like it, but it's the right thing to do. And you guys will work it out. It's going to give her some time to actually kind of get herself together as well. She needs you right now. She needs you. Wow. Okay. All right, Miss Janet, so I have for you Miss Sandra. Miss Sandra. All the best, baby. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, Miss Janet. It's gonna be a little tough at first, but it'll be good. Yep, exactly. Thank you, Miss Sharon. Thank you very much. That is exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Miss Sandra. Miss Sandra. Do you have a specific question or do you want general reading? And then we're reading for objective reality, and then we're going to start back up at the top. Miss Sandra, there you are. Hey, baby. Do you have a question, darling? And I feel like you and I still need to like schedule a 30-minute session. Might be a little tougher this weekend, but we can maybe do it. Yeah. Okay, Miss Sandra. Oh, I love Demeter, nurturer. I love Demeter as a goddess. She's one of the not the really known, and that's also goddess number 11. Demeter. Demeter, giving to others is a wonderful feeling. When you have a healthy sense of yourself, you want to share your love, your inspiration, and your experience, and the exchange feels clean. Your boundaries are fluid yet strong. The Greek goddess of grain, motherhood, and the harvest, Demeter reminds you that a harvest is meant to be shared. You've now tapped into her nurturing love, which is abundant, and your well-meaning gestures will be received with gratitude and in some way returned to you tenfold. Did you hear that? Return to you tenfold. Now is the time to nourish yourself too, for giving must be balanced by receiving. Allow yourself to feel how the universe is like a wonderful, nurturing mother that is always there when you need her. Demeter says to trust that you are loved and cared for all day, every day, and for all time, especially now. So I'm going to actually use, so I feel like this thumb on my deck is a little tired. Let me use the chakra cards. Oh. Oh my goodness, here we go with the twos. I'm reading from the Chakra Wisdom Tarot for you. Two of Coins. You're really coming into a fabulous balance of time, of money, of energy, of abundance, of peace and prosperity. However, there is a choice for you to make, and this is solar plexus into sacral. No, excuse me, sacral into solar plexus with a hint of root chakra in here. So now the question is, do you feel safe and secure enough to actually go on and venture out of the cocoon you've created, which has been fine. The shelter you've created has been enormous and it's been great for you, Miss Sandra. But now it's time, as you're seeing that ship that's on out there, it's not even really on the horizon. It's literally coming up to the shore. Are you going to decide to go on out there and go get it? Are you going to decide Princess of Swords, which is like the Page of Swords? Are you going to decide to, as Spirit is delivering this message of truth to you and a new message of your own truth to you, and you're delivering that message to others as well, you're sharing your truth, are you going to be willing to take the next step in your growth? Because even though this tower moment, now this tower card is solar plexus, I'm feeling like you have not avoided a tower moment, but you come through on the other side from that tower moment. The tower moment is over as far as that is concerned, right? And so here we are with the Five of Coins. You're choosing with this throat chakra card here that you're no longer going to be left alone looking on from the outside looking in, that you are going to speak and be a player in your life. No longer life happening to you, you happen to it. No longer letting other people rule your life, you're running it. No longer letting anybody else tell you what your truth is. You are telling yourself and you're living your truth. And as you do that, we've got this Two of Cups. Now, this is definitely sacral chakra. Why is this 2 of Cups here? 4 of Coins. So the thing is I'm hearing that the heart chakra is still a little bit blocked. It's time for you to thaw it out, right? Deliver love messages. This is the Page of Princess of Cups. Deliver love messages to yourself. Right? This is what she was kind of saying here too. Like, warm up to the fact that people do appreciate and show you gratitude. Warm up to the fact that people can actually be trusted. It is not necessarily, I'm saying that you're going to have some like, Prince Charming come in to sweep off your feet. That's no. What I'm saying is that as you learn to trust more people, because you're learning to trust your the more the heart chakra becomes unblocked, the easier manifestation happens. The more the heart chakra becomes unblocked, the easier it is for your life to then be exactly what you like, for you to fulfill your life purpose. I see the question, hey to the moon. I see the question, how do you thaw your heart chakra out? That it really ends up being, and this is for Sandra. This reading is for Sandra. Thawing your heart chakra really is all about looking, forgiveness, first of all, right? We see the injuries to the heart chakra. We have to operate in forgiveness. We have to change the account. We have to take accountability and responsibility so that we can change how we respond to the account. We have that ability. So if someone has, been mentally or what have you abusive towards you, then we work in thawing our heart out. We have to forgive them. We have to forgive ourselves. But the greatest thing is to recognize where the injury is. And then you begin to speak life over you, right? You speak life, you let love, you let light, and you do the positive affirmations. You speak life and begin to see yourself as this new being. Begin to see yourself as this changed one. That's how we end up doing that, okay? That's how we end up doing that. And then we've got the 7 of Wands. So what I like about this 7 of Wands card, so this is third eye chakra, right? This is third eye chakra into crown chakra. She's pretty much decided that she's going to grab her wand and walk through the victory, take that victory lap, right? And this is different. This isn't a guard your heart card. This is a I'm going on the offense, and I'm not going to let anything stop me. Yep, here you go. 8 of Cups. Root chakra into sacral chakra. You're walking, in order to not let anything stop you, you walk away from all of those thoughts, feelings, and emotions, specifically energy, right? Specifically energy that has not served you. It did for a time, but now that you've grown, it's no longer serving you. Okay? And walking away from that, and here we go, giving yourself 8 of Wands, giving yourself strong messages, strong inspirational I am messages, right? So you take you in this case, guarding your heart with that 7 of Wands is not being on the defense, but being on the offense. The greatest defense is a strong offense. Be on the offensive. Don't let people. This is your time. This is your time. Meditation does work. Temperance. Be patient with yourself, Sandra. You've come a long way. You've got much longer to go. Hierophant. Be dedicated and have faith. All will work out. You are learning a new way, Ace of Swords, to think, to talk, to walk. You're learning a new way to utilize your mind in your own world. And whatever you have here in your mind, Miss Sandra, is how your world is. And finally, outcome or advice, be at peace. Now, this gentleman, this person is lying down, 4 swords. We're back to the heart chakra again. Meditate, 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 meditate. Listen to heart chakra frequency music. I'll put up another meditation here pretty soon for that too. So, meditate, meditate, meditate. Release, release, release. Release that toxic energy. Full moon release. Cut cords. These are all ways we can thaw. Okay? All right. Hope that helped. Affirmations. I love my affirmations. This is the perfect time to do heart chakra work. You know, this makes my heart sing, baby. You know, Cancer season makes my heart sing. Okay. All right. All right, let's go. We're going to do objective reality. And then Janet / Sharon, I need you to kind of line the $1.99, the heartbeat. I need you to line up the heartbeat folks that are still in here. Okay. Good. I'm glad, baby. Okay. Objective. Where are you, baby? I just saw your name. Objective reality. Do you want a general reading? I could tell, Miss Janet, because your energy is like very, not that you were ever like high strung or nuts or anything, but your energy is so like calm. Line up the heartbeats. Hey, Miss Rebecca. Okay. Let's start with what you need to hear right now. Hey, Melissa. Yes, honey. Let's start with what you need to hear, objective reality, and we'll see if anything about Mr. Tommy comes out, okay? All right, Miss Rebecca? Ooh, well, this is interesting. Hestia, home, the goddess of home, 22. And there's 22 people, 23. 22. Hestia, being at home in your own skin, Miss Rebecca, is what the Greek goddess of the hearth, Hestia, offers you today. When you are in alignment with your truest self, it's like everything you do suddenly fits and feels right. Now is the time to also look into your domestic environment, making sure you are surrounded by beautiful things that have a special positive meaning for you. Cleaning, tending house, and taking care of simple things is what's called for now. Chop wood and carry water, as the Zen koan puts it. The answers to the big questions come of their own accord when you're focused on the small tasks. The goddess Hestia reminds you are at home in yourself. You are at home in your world. So I'm just going to give you something I'm feeling intuitively. Anything that is needing to come out as far as your relationship is going to come from when you focus more on you and we focus less on the relationship. All those answers, all those questions will be answered as you focus more on you, Miss Rebecca. And I feel like there's some things even around your house that you can do that are quite small that'll make you feel more at ease. Now, this is kind of like about being a little like feng shui, right? This is about allowing energy to flow through the home cleanly. I know I'm a Cancer. I don't know what your sign is, darling, but um, I know when things are not quite in order. Not that I'm like a complete like crazy like it's got to be this way freak, but I like things in order. So if when they're not in order, it's not cool. Hey Rochelle, how are you, honey? All right, let's see what the tarot has for you because I feel like there's some more. Uh-huh. You've been waiting for some communication potentially from this young man. Yeah, she's not gonna. No, I understand. What's your sign? Your Capricorn. Okay. Hey, Anna. Child, you got it coming and going, baby. Yeah, Cappy, you got it coming and going right now, real bad. What's his sign? Good. I'm glad, Rochelle. Thanks for coming in, Miss Anna. What's his sign? No, to the moon. I'm gonna tell you something while we're waiting for Mr. Tommy's sign. Um, I'm gonna tell you something. I literally broke up with the Pisces because he was a mess monster. Like that, amongst other things. He disrespected my spirituality and disrespected all of this. Like he totally disrespected that. Like he was very horrible when he was talking about it. But anyway, but the first thing that just got grated on my nerves, because I'll have a conversation with you, but the first thing that grated on my nerves was he was a freaking mess monster. Like coffee grounds outside of the coffee maker. Like I would like come home from work because I was still working outside the home when he was here a little bit working. He actually built this studio out. And I would come home and I'd be like, vacuuming or whatever. And for whatever reason, like fluffing up the pillows, I'd find like candy wrappers in my couch. He's a 40-something-year-old man. Why are there? Anyway. So, yeah, please don't. I don't mind a lived in house, but just I can't do nasty. Anyway, okay, let me keep it moving. Keep it stepping. Keep it cute because now I'm off. Y'all gonna get me all off. Okay, he's a Scorpio. Okay, thank you. Okay, that's where he is. um, Listen, objective reality. Right now, it's a very difficult time for you because you have Jupiter and Pluto in Capricorn, full strength in retrograde, and they are conjunct right now. And then Saturn, I believe, is back in Capricorn. I should probably pull that up. We're going to pull up today's chart just so I can see. What is today? Well, it's good enough. It doesn't move that fast. Yeah, so Saturn is at 0 degrees Aquarius, which means it might as well just be in freaking, well, not might as well, but it's in strong in Aquarius right now. And it's about to come in back home, but in retrograde. What that all means, and the sun right now is opposing your sun because the sun's in Cancer, right? So it's opposing your sun. So it's like everything that you are, the sun is opposing it right now and saying, yeah, that's great, everything you are, but let me tell you, these are some things that's got to change. And this time, you got Jupiter and Pluto in retrograde that are conjunct, and you do not have a south node there to kind of soften the blow, to be like, it's okay to ease into this change. And right, because the south nodes moved into the Gemini Sagittarius axis. So what you're getting, what we're all getting is those two planets at full strength. questioning our personal power, questioning our relationship with higher power, seeking to get power, seeking to get notoriety, seeking to be seen, seeking to be known, figuring out what we want to be known as. All that stuff is literally what's happening right now. So all of this is changing. Meanwhile, we got Neptune hanging out in Pisces, and it there is sitting over there stationary retrograde, and it might even be retrograde at this point in time. Let me look at Neptune. Yep, Neptune is retrograde. So at this point, we have 3 planets direct: Venus, Uranus, and Mars, none of which are helping my Capricorns. What it is asking you to do when we're talking about this home concept, right? What this is asking you to do is listen and change and challenge your way of thinking. Challenge your way of thinking about yourself. Challenge your way of thinking about how important, the importance you place on yourself, right? Get a little nostalgic. I think family is family like putting too much pressure on you as well. Here you are. Either family's putting too much pressure on you, or you're putting too much pressure on yourself, saying, I should have made different decisions back in the day. It's too much review, too much in the back. There's too much going on. Somebody's holding you back, or you're holding yourself back. Okay? That doesn't help. Oh, thank you, Miss Sharon. Thank you so much, Miss Sharon. Oh, so all my heartbeat got people. We're gonna pull an oracle. I might pull a different oracle for you guys. We'll pull oracle. All right. 3 of Wands. Your ship is coming in, and 3 of Pentacles. This tells me you've got some key partnerships. You've got some friendships, some people that really want to help you. Some people that really, really, really want to help you. And they're going to help you come out of this confusion, objective reality. They're going to help you make clear decisions. They're going to help you set boundaries. They're going to help you feel good and okay about setting boundaries. I am really interested, objective reality, in hearing whether or not it's family, friends, or are you putting too much pressure on yourself? Because you got to stop replaying the past, and you got to let people stop replaying your past for you. Where you at, objective reality? In the I've got the King of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles. This is tough love for you to find balance. But you got to have patience with yourself, because it's all going to work out. You're leaving a toxic marriage. Me and family. Okay. You got to focus in on yourself. If you're leaving a toxic marriage, it's now more important than ever for you to cleanse and center and ground and go through this transformation. Cleanse, center, ground, go through this transformation. This is a solo ride. This is not a ride for transformation. This is not a ride that everybody else gets to come on. This is not a car everyone else gets to drive. This is you and only you. Because only you know your truth. Only you know your truth. Only you can remember why you came here. Only you can make the decision to come within and get comfortable in you. Only you can make this decision to get so comfortable and so self-partnered with yourself that you forgive yourself for being in the relationship you were in, and you take from it the power you're meant to take from it to go forward. No one else can do that for you. And don't let anybody else stop you from letting this chapter close. You can't cry over spilled milk, darling. That's the only way you find victory. That's the only way you find victory, is letting that chapter close and letting yourself transform and forgiving yourself. Find your own beauty. Find your own beauty. Find the beauty within. That's what she's all about. She's like the Queen of Wands. Find the beauty within. And if you got to have some discussions and set some darn boundaries with people and tell people to back the frick up, then tell them to back up. 3 of Cups, you'll be able to find a level of celebration from this. I'm not sure what Mr. Tommy is doing. Don't let too many cooks in here in this kitchen. And you got to be sure that you're speaking and living your truth. If people can't support you right now, objective reality, it's going to be time for you to cut them out your life. Now, I don't typically say slice and dice and never let them back in. But I will say that you need to put some space between the two of y'all, between the you and everybody else, because you got too many people, too many cooks in this kitchen, too many people giving you all this input, and your own higher self, your higher self's voice is being drowned out. So this is why it's so important for you to take time for you. Okay? This is why it's so important for you to take time for you. It's going to be a little bit tougher because we're in this retrograde. Though, if you've been doing your work prior to the retrograde, this retrograde season and this Jupiter-Pluto conjunction is easier because it's like, okay, we're just kind of reviewing where we've been. But if you're just starting on this path of doing your work, it's a little tougher because it's a jolt to the freaking system. It's a jolt to the system. Does that help you? And that's why I knew for sure that I'm like, I don't know if his energy is gonna come up, but I knew that you needed to do you. Hey, Wonder Woman. All right, so we've got through. I hope that helped, baby. Keep coming back. It's still tough. You're coming out of a toxic relationship. You're coming out of a codependency. You're an empath that was with a quote unquote narcissistic type energy. So this is going to be tough. And you're hitting the heavy lifting right now. This is the heavy part. This is the part that goes beyond like the rest of the kind of surfacey, whatever, like this is, and that's kind of like where we hit at this channel too. Like we hit that heavy, heavy lifting. I was just, even before I came on tonight, there's been so many revelations and understandings and everything that I've been getting lately. And it was even an understanding today earlier about the different brain centers we have in our body. And when we say control your thoughts, it's not just your third dimensional mind, but we're going to get deep into that too. But we're going to do some more of this work. I know I've been doing a little bit more fluff, but we're going to do some more work during the members only. And I'm going to try to integrate that with the website memberships too. So we'll figure it out. All right, here we go. So now I've got S. Marie, who says stand in your power. Yes, Venus, that's my girl. Okay, Marie M. Marie M. What are we gonna do here tonight? What are we gonna do here tonight? Okay, Marie M, here we go. Marie M. Marie M. You're welcome, honey. You guys don't forget, you can check out my website too. There's like mentorship opportunities to work one-on-one with me there. We do have a free membership, and we'll be doing like one like coaching, group coaching session. But I'm right now putting together my curriculum for the retreat, the workshop in August. So we're going to do the workshop virtually. I'm still looking at a physical spot here in Wisconsin, but I know it might be a little bit quick for people to be able to travel. So we're going to for sure do it virtually. And so I'm putting that all together right now. So if there's things that you would like to do on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday afternoon retreat, let me know. You know, if it's virtual, then we could probably just do Saturday and Sunday, but I really want that extra time with y'all. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday retreat, if there's something specific you guys want to do there, put it in the comments below or just email me. Okay. Who are we asking? Okay. All right. This is for Marie M. Where's Marie M? Where's Marie M? Is she still here? I don't know if it's going to show me here. You want to drink with your friend? Okay. Okay, don't have Marie M. If she comes back and watches this at about 1:15, an hour and 15, an hour 15, Kali, and I like the goddess Kali for liberation. Marie M, I'm really feeling for you, dear, that it's time for you to decide that the liberation that everyone's been speaking over your life is real and it's meant for you. It's time for you to decide within yourself that you are going to, ask Marie one moment, that you are going to set yourself free, that you are going to stand in your ground, you're going to stand in your power. And because as you, Marie M., stand in your ground and stand in your power, you are going to then be able to set others free as well. So I would give you a little bit more, but I'm really feeling a decision to step into the liberation that is your spiritual liberation, releasing, letting the chains that bind you fall off, because honestly, they're your chains at this point. You can choose to let them go. Okay? You can choose to let them go. Or you just continue walking them. But let them go. All right. Okay. S. Marie, pulling Oracle card for S. Marie. And if I get that I should pull more for you guys, then I will. But I'm trying not to thank you guys for being so patient. Oh. Ain. Adaptability. Everybody's getting that time card because it's all in due time. Oh, she is the very first one for the entire book. Okay, S. Marie, adaptability. When you set intentions for how your life could be different, better, fuller, juicier, prosperous, creative, more meaningful, etc., adaptability is the power you'll need to rely on. The old familiar you, the one who is used to your comfort zone, is now invited to dance in uncharted territory. Just in time, because you just came out of hermit mode. Oh. The questions to ask yourself as you step into the unknown are, who do I need to become in order to experience this life I desire? What in me needs to shift so I can welcome this amazing abundance? Okay. And then know you have everything you need right now. You are aligned with the Celtic shapeshifter goddess Ain. Excuse me. I need to pronounce these names right. Who could move effortlessly between our world and the world of fairy. Her adaptability is sparkling within you. Magic is afoot. Ooh, I really feel like that there's more. Did you really? Oh my God. S. Marie, I'm gonna tell you something. Yes, adaptability. Yes, all that. Yes, that's great. But I find it very interesting that there's this shapeshifter additional magic available to you. So this is going to be the time for you to discover that additional magic. Now, do I believe that you're a shapeshifter? No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that you're not in the true sense, not in the third dimensional mind sense of the world, but this ability to go in between worlds and walk the line without fear, without concern, to be able to walk in between the worlds and come in and out as you need to, multiple different dimensions. This is something that's going to be even easier for you. Even it's going to become more necessary for you. It's going to be like breathing. Like you are going to have this need to walk in between the worlds and shapeshift or become what you need to become in different contexts and different dimensions in order to assist people. That in order to assist humanity and execute certain missions. Yep. Marilyn, Terry, I need you to email me so we can set up a time together, Marilyn. Okay. I think that we're supposed to be setting up a time together. If not, that's fine. Interdimensional travel, interdimensional magic, grabbing magic from the past and other dimensions and bringing it into this world so it can be utilized in a greater way. That's why you've been a hermit for this long. You getting used to it. And don't be surprised if you yourself, as you see yourself when you travel interdimensionally, that you see yourself differently when you go between dimensions, because your how you show up in various dimensions is more a function, S. Marie, of who you were or who you are in that dimension rather than who you are in this one. I assume that will make sense to you. Okay. Yes, Venus, Miss Venus, definitely. Okay, this is for Sericia. Thanks, Miss Sharon. Keep me on point, girl. Keep me on task. This is so like it's for you. Mama Cocha. She is the water goddess from Azteca. Mama Cocha. 33. I love that number. Look up angel number 33, Sericia, when we're done. The world we inhabit began from the oceanic waters of life and the waters that surrounded us in the womb, both of which are the domain of the Incan, not Azteca, Incan goddess Mamacocha. We are most attuned to the qualities of water, as the element of water symbolically represents our emotions. Our emotions move us to make and perceive the world as we know it. Our emotions, right, empower us, enable us, move us to make, create, and perceive the world as we know it. Okay, Sericia? The beauty in this truth is found by observing water and all her properties and forms. Water is fluid and passes through cracks and flaws in the ground without stress, moving around obstacles and patiently wearing away the most jagged rocks until they are smooth and gleaming. Water ebbs and flows, comes and goes in a powerful rhythmic motion as the seas and oceans reveal their promise of release and return. Water rises up from the ground and seeds the clouds, and then rains upon the earth to ensure growth to sustain life. It turns hard as ice and blankets the world in a protective shell or soft snow, allowing the dormancy of life to herald a time of dreaming. Then the ice melts and the cycles begin again. The answer to your question lies in determining what form of water reveals the conditions of your life, and then recognizing the next evolution of your life's potential. If you're in an ebb, you can expect a flow. If things are frozen, they will soon melt. If your world is too wet, then shelter is needed. You can expect new growth and sunny days. So, Sericia, what I'm hearing is that you have to accurately identify the time that you're in right now, but you have to be fluid as water, as cleansing as water, as corrective as water, because water, when we're having a drought, it'll rain and water will correct the drought. Sometimes water, has this fury to it when it's a hurricane or a tidal wave or a typhoon. When it adds the wind to it and it becomes, this cyclone or a hurricane, right? And when it adds the wind, your thought to it, it can be massively destructive. But what ends up happening at the end of it all, throughout after the destruction, becomes a rebuilding. Typically, like a typhoon or something is created, a tsunami, is created when the earth moves. So when your foundation moves and then the tsunami rises, and that can be very destructive, but also, again, it raises everything so it can be rebuilt. So the question for you is, what are you allowing to be torn down so that it can be rebuilt? The question for you is, are you going to sit in the situation so long that you're going to get so angry that you're going to become the tsunami, or you're going to become the hurricane, or you're going to become the typhoon or the tidal wave and destroy everything in your path? And then you'll be like, "God dang it, I destroyed everything in my path." But that's because you let yourself get that emotion build up to the point where there is an earthquake, right? Or emotion build up to that point where your thoughts just ran wild, and then it wreaked havoc. Right? So, Sericia, you have to make the choice. You have to choose, see where you're at, and know that the opposite is going to happen. But you have to be willing to go with the flow. And sometimes going with the flow actually means setting yourself in some sort of emotion. So listen to how spirit is telling you to move so we can avoid the seismic activity that creates the tsunami. And we can avoid the rashness and harshness of thought that creates the hurricane. Okay? Not saying that some things might not need to be destroyed, but it could be leveled easier. It can be leveled easier. But tap into your water. Don't stop and don't discount your intuition. It's very important. And if I were you, I'm also hearing you need like if you can get yourself like one of these like water fountain things like that I have. Is there any water in here left? I don't know. Doesn't seem like it wants. I probably need to put some more water in there, but I've got these water fountains everywhere. Can the Akashic records show you all your power? If that's what the Akashic masters want you to see, yes. It can give you glimpses as to who you were third dimensionally on this earth. And the galactic records tell us who you are as far as a star seed. Mm-hmm. All right, who's next? Cece. Sericia, I hope that was good for you. If not, or if you have any other questions, let me know. Cece. Thank you, Miss Sharon, for posting that. Cece Contreras. I'm gonna find my disco music. And then every time I change my music, then y'all gonna know, come to the, there you are, baby. You're welcome, Miss Anna. You ready, Cece? I have Lostre. We're gonna call it Lostre. New beginnings. CC, new beginnings. Sericia, look up angel number 33, please, before I forget. Hello, Banjaret. How are you, dear? All right, 13. Here we go. Lostre. Hope and new life are blossoming everywhere in your life right now. This is something to celebrate. The Germanic goddess sings to you and assures you that your intentions have lain dormant long enough. When she appears, bearing the fertile power behind the coming of spring, you may feel a surge of energy to implement your new ideas. Cece, whatever this is that you have been seeking to do for quite some time, I'm hearing that you've been laying like these foundations, or it's been kind of running around in your head. Like you're like super excited. I'm so sorry, guys. You're super excited. You've been excited, and then maybe something, it feels like it blocks you, and you're not sure, and this and that. But I just like, it's like a little kid. Like I just see this like this little girl that has these ideas, and she keeps like tugging on mommy's, like, on her apron, and it's like, ma, 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 ma. I really want to do this, right? And so it's like you're tugging on like spirit. You're tugging on goddess. Can I? And goddess is saying, I've been telling you, you can. Goddess is saying, I've been telling you, you can. Right? I've been telling you, you can. So Cece, new beginnings are right here for you. Miss Marie M, I did your reading, and it's at about 1 hour and 15 minutes. So when this uploads, go to 1 hour and 15 minutes, and there's your reading. I'll be there. Okay, dear? There are new beginnings on the horizon. You have everything within you that you need. You've been given every ability, everything. You've been given the wisdom to know what to do. You just have to trust yourself at each step. And don't be afraid to take the first step or the next step or the third step or the fifth step. But I'm hearing it is your time, right? That's why I kept her out here. She's all about perfect divine timing. There are some things that you're going to be able to do quicker than others, but don't be afraid and don't be concerned if it seems like, okay, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I thought 6 and 7 were going to come next. But nope, we're going to divert to 8 and 9 over here because the divine timing is saying so. So be led by your spirit, Cece. Be led. Okay, so that's here. It's here. It's time for you to lay that groundwork. It's time for you to lay that groundwork. Okay, for your business. It's time for you to move now. Okay, you've got everything that you have within you. It's time for you to take the first steps towards the creation of that business. I'm hearing don't freak out. It's going to work. It's going to work. Okay? It's gonna work. And the money is gonna flow in. Like either there's gonna be some sort of investor or you're gonna get some sort of a windfall, or like it's gonna be easy. The capital will be there for you. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, who's next? Alan. Does that help you, Cece? I'm really excited. You need to go on and like take the first steps. I don't know if the for next step is going to be incorporation, grabbing your EIN number. I'm not sure what that is. I'm hearing those two things. Like start making your business legitimate. Go for it. Okay. Okay, Alan. Alan, okay. Okay, Alan, right? Alan's next. I'm on Alan, right? Perfect. Okay, you're welcome, Miss Cece. I'm on Miss Allen. Where's Miss Allen? Thanks, guys, for helping everybody. I appreciate it, and I appreciate your patience. Thank you, Wonder Woman. That's not right. Where's Alan? Is Alan still in the room? Hey, guys, if you're not in the room when I call your name, I'm gonna keep it moving. All right. If Alan comes back, guys, let me know. Marilyn, are you here? I know you're here, Marilyn. I just saw you. Hey, Maria. Okay, no problem. Can someone take this list over for Miss Sharon for right now? Where's Marilyn? I just saw you, lovey. Where's Marilyn? Oh, there you are, babe. All right, here we go, Miss Marilyn. Oh, wow, she's showing up again. I've got Demeter. I'm going to pull one more for you. So that's the nurturer and schooled for the future. Demeter and schooled. Wow. I'm going to tell you something. I'll read her, but when I put all of these three together with time, divine time, it's divine time for you to be investing in yourself, nurturing yourself, and it's divine time for these seeds that you've planted, Marilyn, to grow. The future's already here. You're looking towards the future as if it's like some far away thing and some far away entity, Miss Marilyn. But what I'm hearing very clearly is that the future is already here. It's like it's as if, okay, so I've got this like beautiful like this cone thing, right? So in this cone incense burner, I've got a cone, right? I've got a cone of incense in here. Now, that cone is in here. And let's just say I wanted to put one in there, right? Or I want to burn some myrrh. It's myrrh. And I see the incense burner. I know what the incense burner does. And I now know that I've got this here. Like I've already put the myrrh inside of the incense burner, right? So what's really keeping this from burning? What's really keeping it from burning is I haven't quite put my passion or my fire on it. Well, and it doesn't like to light, but you understand what I'm saying? So what's keeping this really from burning is not anything except for the fact that I need to add some energy to it in order for it to start burning and start doing exactly what it's meant to do. So, it smells delicious. So what Spirit is saying to me is that you've planted your seeds, you've nurtured your seeds, you've nurtured other people, you've helped other people, you've done all this great stuff. And it wasn't that you did it so you would gain something, but you've planted these seeds and it's now time for you to get your harvest. But you feel like the harvest is so far in the future and don't realize that the divine timing is actually right now. It's underneath this lid. So Spirit is saying, take the lid off. The future is closer to you. It's actually the present. So believe that you have already received it. Speak it. It is here. It is not off somewhere else. It is here. Speak it and bring it to you because it's literally right in your grasp for you to go and get. It's literally right in your grasp for you to go and get. I don't think I'm going to add anybody else tonight. Thank you. Next time we come on, when we do these member readings, if you're a member by that point, then we'll get you then. I'm sorry, honey. I've been on it for a long time. Does that make sense to you, Miss Marilyn? It's like I see it literally in front of me. Like I see it right here. Like what you've been manifesting is right here, and you're literally right here. And it's like, if you can just transcend that time and space enough, you can get there. Let me just grab a little bit of information from Schooled. Yeah. As you set your intentions for the life you desire, the Norse goddess Skuld comes to show you glimpses of your future. You experience these magical journey markers as flashes of insights and moments of inspiration, like an echo of something that exists in another dimension. This goddess rules destiny, the destiny of gods and men, says remaining true to the moment is your greatest power. Never stop vibrating at that which you are manifesting. The future is already here. It is your manifest destiny, and allow it to come in. All right. It's right there, Miss Marilyn. I know you can see it. Okay. Okay, Lee is next. Has anyone seen Alan? Because Alan was on the list. Thanks, Miss Julia. We'll catch you next time, okay? Sorry about that. I've already been on it for almost 2 hours. Oh, Miss Julia, you were new. Where are you at, Miss Julia? Are you still here? I promised you a reading, Miss Julia. Let me pull a card for you. I picked up the time card. Okay. Did she leave? Miss Julia Mathis, are you still here? All right. Okay. Lee Hayes, are you in the house? Lee Hayes, Objective Reality has already gotten her read. Lee Hayes, are you in the house? I swear for Eminem, I'm gonna get my disco music back out, y'all. I swear I am. Y'all done gone to sleep with my lounge music. We're on Lee Hayes, but we're about to move on to Teardrops and Roses. All right, Teardrops and Roses. If Lee comes back, let me know. Teardrops and Roses. We're on Teardrops and Roses. Objective Reality has already gotten her read. So if we see Lee, let me know. Ooh. Okay, this here is for Teardrops. Good night, Miss Marie. Good night, sweetie. This is for Teardrops and Roses. Gula, healing, right? Yes, gula, healing. Healing. 19. Gula, the Babylonian goddess of medicine and healing, has come to guide you as a blessing and for your well-being. You're being invited to address the areas of your life that need healing. Perhaps you've moved so quickly through your life you've forgotten about self-care. Perhaps the stories you've told yourself about who you are need healing. We don't always see that we are hurting ourselves or others. Hey, Gemini Princess. Take heart, for Gula comes into your world as your ally, saying that now is the most auspicious time to focus on healing in all aspects of your life. Only good things will come from your actions here. In fact, it is also the perfect time where you can be reassured that you can heal rifts with others as well. Be sincere and call upon Gula for this precious commitment. Listen, not only healing of yourself. Oh, there you are, Lee. I'll get you right next. But Teardrops and Roses. As you heal yourself and begin to heal the relationships between yourself and others, not allowing them to overstep their boundaries, but just heal the relationships, this is going to help you move even further into your own healing practice. Because there's a certain level of energetic healing that you need to experience in order to be able to help guide other people in order to do it. So some of this healing is a little bit tougher than others. Hey, 87 Sparker. Some of it's tougher than others sometimes because it's getting down into the deep roots, but it's like we got to get back to it and get those roots dug up so that you can kind of get on your merry way of, not that you're going to forget any of this per se, but you're going to heal it to the point that you can then operate as a healer for others. Does that make sense? It's time to pay attention to you, and you are completely within your right to pay attention to yourself. No. After Wonder Woman, we're done for the night, honey. Thanks, Miss Sharon. We're done for the night after Wonder Woman. All right. Teardrops, where are you, baby? I just feel like, this gula is kind of like doula, right? So that you're going to be helping, as you're helping people heal. It's like I'm also seeing you helping give birth to the spiritual babies. In other words, that you're helping them come out of their slumber and getting into this awakened process, and helping them heal, helping them go on their healing path. So that entire thing I was just saying, Teardrops and Roses, was for you. Did you catch all of that? Because all of what I just said was just for you. Okay. All right. Focus in on your healing, dig up your roots, do that hard work right now so that you can be the healer you're meant to be. And we're gonna go move on to Lee. Okay. Well, I'm not sure where I started with her. I feel like that would have been about 1 hour, 45 minutes. 1 hour and 45. So when this is up, then you can go back and listen to it, okay? Somewhere around 144, 145 is my gut. Okay, you're welcome, love. Lee, are you here, baby? Hey, son, how are you, baby? Lee, this reading is for Lee Hayes. Lee or Lay, I think it's meant to be lazy, but not lazy. Lazy Revelation. That is a beautiful card. I'm trying not to get that is a beautiful card. I like that card a lot. So Lee, we're doing great, son. Welcome. There are moments when synchronicity brings all the elements together for a flash of insight to rise up in you in a glorious epiphany. Whatever was not clearly becomes crystalline in an instant. It's as if you're able to simultaneously perceive every facet of a diamond. You know without a doubt that you are on the right track as deep understanding sinks into your very soul. In this moment, change and transformation take place, and a transcendent moment is offered to you as an extraordinary gift. Lee, I don't know how much you have utilized your intuition. How much you've utilized your intuition lately. How much you've utilized and enacted and activated your third eye. But as I was reading that, the moment it said is you can see every side of a multifaceted diamond. It was like I'm able to see. It's as if your third eye itself is like this kind of beam of energy. And all of a sudden, each obstacle or each moment in your life, it comes as a small beam here and then it widens immediately so that your intuition, your energy is literally enveloping everything at once. So your perception is this person over here, this person over here, this person over here, this person behind you, all these different energies, options, potentials, possibilities. It's like you have radar. And you're able to pick everything up all at once. And it's like all of a sudden, everything that you've been trying, that you've been manifesting, that you've been asking for, that you've been seeking is finally starting to fall into place. But I'm also sensing that you're maybe feeling like it could be too good to be true, or as this happens, if it's not already happening, as this happens, you're going to question whether or not it's too good to be true. And Spirit is saying, no, it's not too good to be true. It is what it's meant to be. That this is the result of your tears and your triumphs. This is a result of your pain. This is a result of everything that you've endured. This is a result of you keeping the faith that everything is being laid out and your path is being made straight. Good night, Teardrops. This will be up a little bit later and then you can look at your reading again. Okay, love? So you're going to literally, do you see how she's literally in her hand? It's like she is lightning. Lightning striking her hand, and it doesn't make a darn bit of difference. That's because she understands, and that's actually in the shape of a lotus flower. She understands. See, a lotus flower blooms out of icky, yucky swamp. This beautiful flower spends most of its time underneath an icky, yucky, dirty, underneath the surface of an icky swamp. And then one day, it blossoms as the lotus flower, the symbol of life, out of the muck and the mire. And that's you coming up from the surface, out of the muck and the mire, having tremendous power at your fingertips that flows through you, and all's going to be revealed to you. Nothing you have endured, nothing you have gone through, nothing has gone to waste. Nothing. It's all working towards your good. And you're going to see it sooner than you think. I have to burn a little incense, guys. All right, Lee? You're going to see it coming to realization and fruition sooner than you think. Hey, Tina. If you guys are ever looking for a really good incense to burn, I am just absolutely in love with Indian Temple. In love. I'm like obsessed. Yeah, that was a beautiful reading. Am I doing okay? I'm tired. I'm doing all right. I'm tired. Going through a lot personally. Trust me, we are all under some level of attack. All of us, including me, child. Yeah, these transits, I will tell you one, it's crazy because these transits, who's next, honey? Who's next, Miss Sharon? Melissa Dean, are you here? These transits, well, she came back up. Y'all, now let me tell you, y'all have seen, she came up, if you did my pick a card, she's in the Labradorite pick a card, but, y'all gotta do that pick a card. But these transits, I'll tell you one thing, I've been getting so many downloads, it's crazy. I've been just getting like weird, odd, like revelations about things, or be led to like watch some like YouTube video or study some random subject that I'm like, why am I studying this? And then all of a sudden, all this other information will come out. And then I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do with all this information? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Where am I supposed to teach it? Anyway. Is it your fave, Venus? I love it. I absolutely love it. So, I've got that. And thank you for the energy, guys, and thank you for the love. And then, I've got like some other crazy-ish happening, that I can't really necessarily talk about on YouTube, like in public, but I've got some stuff that, some legal battles I have to fight. And it's just, I didn't, why am I having to deal with this stuff in the natural, like right now? And it's nothing but a distraction and an annoyance, but I still have to deal with it. Anyway, who are we on now? I think we're on Living in the Moment, and that's really what I've had to do. Melissa Dean. So honestly, Melissa Dean, are you here, honey? Calling Melissa. So the meditation I did, interestingly enough, on fear, to release fear and worry, whatever night I did that, that was born from, I needed that meditation as much as any of you all that have seen it. Like that literally, what that was literally me actually speaking out what I typically hold in. Like if I'm meditating on my own, I don't say all that stuff out, but I needed to like get it out. And so I just channeled that. It was very real. I very much needed to release fear and worry and doubt and all of those things that were discussed in that. That was heartfelt. That came from a need for me to release all of that in that moment in my humanity. And so super powerful. Girl, I was just about to go past you. It was super powerful. But thank God for this channel, because I needed a place to release that. And I needed a place to pour it into what would help other people. It was just a beautiful evening to record that. Anyway. Okay, Melissa, here we go. Ooh. One of my favorite goddesses, Artemis. Focus. I'm digging that necklace she got on, and Ariane Rod is back with time. So divine timing. So you got to focus, and we're in divine timing. She showed herself again. In order to fully embrace the intentions you have set, Melissa, in motion and your current conditions, it's important to seize the moment. Now is the time you can truly make your mark, just as the Greek goddess of the hunt, Artemis, will help guide your arrow. Surrender yourself to the process of whatever is calling for your attention. Immerse yourself fully in whatever needs your focus and allow yourself the experience of deep, abiding trust. If you aim true and your heart is open and pure, grateful for all the bounty that surrounds you, your deepest desires will manifest before you like magic. So, Melissa, what I'm taking from that is, while this storm is kind of swirling and raging around you, we have to practice mindfulness, like operating in the moment. We're just talking about that, right? So we have to take care of what's right in front of us, at the same time being grateful for everything else that we've been blessed with. So I'm taking my example. So this legal battle that I'm in, and it's really not a battle, to be honest with you, like I'm not going to lose. It's an annoyance that I now have to spend time focusing on. So at the end of it, though, we will have some good results, hopefully, that come from it. But in the way of healing for certain people. But I have to put my focus during the day because I have a day job, I have this, and I have readings, and I have all these things. I have to stay in the moment in order for each thing to occur and be completed in divine timing. When I operate outside of divine timing because I've lost focus and I just go off and do something I want to do, just because I feel like it and I don't feel like dealing with the rest of the ish, then we have problems. So, Spirit is saying focus on the task at hand in front of you and be grateful for everything else around you. The interesting thing is when you focus in on the task at hand, just this one thing, not everything, the energy gets channeled in there. And if it's something third dimensional, the beauty of it is that you get fifth and sixth and seventh dimensional answers to those questions, the other questions of things that are surrounding you. Also, as you are just saying, okay, I'm going to deal with this right here, and I'm going to be grateful for everything else that I have. I mean, I'm grateful for everything that I have, right? Even while I'm dealing with the annoyance. So if I'm grateful for everything, as the more I'm grateful for everything, the easier it becomes to deal with the one thing. Because now I'm operating from a spirit and a space of gratitude rather than lack. I'm operating from a place of abundance rather than lack. I'm operating from a place of power rather than victimhood or not being powerful, right? Or not having, some level of control over it. I'm operating from a higher space. And when you're operating from this space rather than kind of like, oh my gosh, because you're focused and handling it, then it kind of releases you to kind of have the feelers out and just it's easier to get it done. Does that make sense? And picking up roses, don't fear the thorns. I feel like I saw that card recently. Hey, Trine, how are you? I'll be getting off here soon and then go and take my behind to bed, baby. Ooh, child. When picking up roses, don't fear the thorns. I needed that, Miss Sharon. That's beautiful. See, I love it. Y'all read for me too. Miss Melissa, does that make sense for you, honey? Does that make sense for you? We're going to pull for Fit Goddess next. CT, please be here. Thanks, Miss Sharon, for keeping track. Where'd Melissa go? Melissa, did you go? Where'd you go? Ooh. Ooh, Misfit Goddess. Okay. Well, Melissa, I hope it made sense. I hope it helped you. Big Goddess. Speaking of Scorpios, I have the Goddess Axe. Secrets. I have a feeling somebody. Hey, Glam Beauty, how you doing, baby? I don't know what's going on here. Fit Goddess? Let me get my darn fan because I have a feeling I'm about to find something out I wasn't trying to find out. Let me get my fan. Y'all remember I used to have these fans. Ooh, child. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. This girl here. I cannot with you. There are times when you must surrender your need to know, Fit Goddess. Some things open up only when they choose to, not by demand. The mysterious and unknowable is the domain of the Greek goddess Nyx. Excuse me, not Axe. Nyx. Nyx. She shows you the veils that may not part for you at this time. Right now, you're meant to keep on your path, trusting that secrets will be revealed as the goddess Nyx decides. Remain true to your intentions and keep on moving forward. Remaining curious and open to what you can discover. Allow your need to know the details right now to fall away and just be present to all that life is offering you. Judge nothing as good nor bad, and just be with what arises. Soon the treasure you seek will be revealed and all will be better. So the goddess Nyx, if I remember the story as it goes, as the story goes, hey Sabria, as the story goes, she is on the river Styx, if I think correctly, she crosses over the river Styx. Anyway, she holds a whole lot of secrets. And she doesn't reveal secrets until it's time for it to be revealed. I think that you're pushing some things a little far. I think that if you knew everything right now, it could potentially weaken or lessen your faith and your resolve. It's best for you not to know. It's best for you not to know. It's best for you to know little by little. But I'm also hearing that there's some things that you have to be truthful with yourself about. And that it is okay to say, I may not have known everything at that moment in time. And be okay with yourself. It's neither good nor bad. It is an experience. Yeah, you trying to know everything. It's not meant for you to know. See, sometimes we put ourselves in certain positions, and in order for us to come out of those positions, we can't know everything at that moment. Otherwise, we're going to make a hasty or perhaps an incorrect decision. So you be patient with yourself and be patient with the situation. But there are some secrets that will be revealed to you. There is some. There's also not everybody telling the truth, or sugarcoating things or spinning things so that you'll believe them, but that you'll still have faith in them, that you'll still trust them. There's a couple people you're okay to side eye. I don't think that they mean you any malicious harm, but you got to be easier on yourself, and you have to have an honesty with yourself that sometimes is tough. So let me I'm seeing a woman that she's potentially a dancer or something, some kind of an artist of some sort. She's very graceful, kind of Harlem Renaissance bohemian kind of, right? Like woke conscious. She's not been completely honest about everything, but I feel like she's also working on some things to assist you in the background. There's a couple other gentlemen, again, this whole conscious kind of woke group. One of them really kind of wants to get with you, and that's kind of why he's around. Like, I think he cares about you to an extent, but I'm just not knowing whether or not he's really ready to take on all the responsibilities. Um, I don't feel like you guys are in any danger. There's just a lot of woke conscious talk. Oh, thank you, Glam Beauty. There's a lot of wokeness. Not enough action. So you might have to push some people to get some action moving, because I feel like everybody's, just kind of living. I literally heard Up in Smoke, Cheech and Chong, like just kind of living the life. Oh boy. Okay, let me move on. Let me get off of these folks. But I think old girl's working on something for you in the background. It's just not meant for you to know just quite yet. Let me move on, because I'm gonna be sitting here talking about these consciousness, wokeness. Oh babies, I'm messing with them. That's little. I mean, I just got Up in Smoke. They just kind of doing their thing, man. I'm not upset with them, but I'm just saying it is what it is. Too much wokeness going on, man. Needs to be some more action happening, Captain. You can't stay up and smoke all the time. Anyway, let me keep it moving. See, now I need to stop because my age is showing. Who's next? To the moon. Hey, baby. I ain't mad at the green monster, okay? I don't look at the green monster as a monster, okay? It's a herb that was put on this earth. And if you should just so happen to set it on fire, there are 3 side effects: hungry, happy, and sleepy. Now, I'm going to have to go watch that tonight before I go to bed. I'm going to laugh my patooey off. Oh, CT is next? I'm sorry, CT. CT, are you here? CT, are you here? Thank you, to the moon. I could use a good laugh before I go to bed. And then here comes Gula. Oh, not bad monster, a good one. Gula telling me I need that to heal. I need some healing. When I get that feeling, I need sexual healing. Sexual healing, darling. It's good for me. All right, here we go. All right, CT, here we are. Hecate. Then we're going to pull another one too. The in-between. I'm going to pull a second one for you as well. Since I put the time goddess back in her bottle, she hasn't popped back out yet. Janet said she loves them. Oh, wow. What? These same goddesses really they want to come out. Okay, here we go. Hey, it's Vanessa. Okay, here's what I have for you, CT, because I was just led to do this. The in-between, new beginnings, so Hecate Lostra and Spider Woman, co-creation. Let me look at that in-between once, because I don't think I pulled it up. Yeah. Okay. So basically, what I'm seeing here, let me look up Spider Woman. I'm digging Spider Woman over there on the end. Spider Woman is everything right now. Everything. She's a Navajo goddess. The Navajo goddess Spider Woman rises up to help you weave your dreams into the fabric of reality. Yep, that makes sense. She is here to remind you that your vision of the form of your desire is not as important as its essence. So, in other words, knowing why you want to create something, what motivates you, what inspires you, what beauty you're dreaming to bring into your life is key at this time. In order for you to manifest the new beginnings, your new beginnings right now, CT, are stuck in between spirit and reality. They're in that weird kind of vacuum, that dead space, if you will, and it's dead in air quotes. Dead space. They're in the construct. If you remember the movie The Matrix, where they would go to the construct in order to get accustomed to working in the Matrix, right? And working with the abilities you have in the Matrix. In other words, the real world that's really not the real world. It's the third dimensional world. That's your mind, because your mind really creates the entire world. This is all just generally a construct. I'm going a little deep. So there's that dead space in between what was the real world or the real dimension, the spiritual world that creates the Matrix, the third dimensional realm. There's this construct space. Your dreams and your aspirations and what you want is stuck in the in-between. In order to bring it, you gotta remember why you are manifesting it. Why? How is it going to make you feel? What is it going to do for you? These are the things you have to remember, CT, when it is time, when we're bringing things in. It gets hung up sometimes in that in-between space. And it's not that we're not necessarily vibrating at the frequency. We got to fine tune it. We're off by just a little bit. You know how when you used to listen to the radio, nobody listens to the radio anymore, the regular radio. But back in the day, there was this thing called a radio station, and there was these things called radios, and there was AM and then there was FM. Those were two different sets of frequencies and modulations. And so FM back in the day, I'm talking like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, you know how you could just almost be on the station and you hear it and you know they playing your song, but it's a little fuzzy. Like you almost there, but you just didn't get there. Right? Now, your manifestation is almost there, but it's stuck. So sometimes we need to fine tune that frequency. We need to tune that dial in, because we switched to that station because we knew at that time we was fitting to hear our favorite song. Because we knew the DJ was going to play the top 5, and we just knew our song was the most popular. And so, lo and behold, about 8:30 in the evening or so, we was going to hear our song. Some of y'all really remember what I'm talking about. We got to remember why. Sometimes you got to remember the why. So why am I tuning into this station? Because I want to hear my favorite song. Why is it that you want this manifestation? Because it's going to help you to fulfill your purpose. Why do you want this manifestation? You know what? I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes you could just want it because it is going to help you fulfill you as a human being. I just wanted to buy this house. I didn't have to buy this house. I could have bought another house, but I invested, did whatever I need to do to be able to buy this house. Why? Why did I manifest this house? Because I had put a whole lot of money into this thing in a land contract. And so I wouldn't go walk away from that. I'd have felt pretty stupid. So at the end of the day, but I really enjoy my house. I've been here now, it'll be 4 years in August. So we got to remember the why. How is it going to make you feel? What is, because the emotion is probably the most important part of manifestation. If there is no why behind it, there's no reason to have a what. With words, the worlds were created with love, right? Love created. God is love. Creator is love. God said, he thought, he felt, he said, let there be light, capital L, and there was light. Everything is love. Everything is a frequency. It is not just nuts and bolts, and you just don't recite things in order for them to manifest. If you have no emotion behind it, it will manifest, but it will take you much longer. So your stuff is stuck in the in-between. And the Navajo goddess Spider Woman is saying, I'm here to help you remember why you even wanted it in the first place, and let me help you bring it up and bring it into reality. Did you catch all that? Yeah, sometimes I say stuff and I'm like, these people feel like I'm so old. Sometimes I feel like I'm so old because people just don't do some of this stuff anymore, you know? When I asked my daughter, how did she hear new music? And she's like, oh, it was on like YouTube music or something. Or, you know, you hear satellite radio you just tune into the channel on satellite radio. CT, does that help you? I used to record my songs on cassettes too from the radio. Yes, I did. I always had one of my Radio Shack blank cassettes ready to go. And y'all remember when you be like, you were waiting all day for that one song. Okay. You're like, you had just heard this song recently and you're like, I got to add that to my jamming mix. Okay. My jamming tape. Okay. Y'all don't act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all don't act like you all do not know what I'm talking about. You know, you had them love songs. You had them jamming songs, right? You had the girls' summer songs or the boys' song, whatever it was. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all had them tapes. It'd be jamming volume 1, you know, and you'd have to rewrite over it. Remember the stickers we used to put on there to list? But you wait all god darn that you be like listening to that damn radio for 2 days straight, trying to catch Thriller coming on. And then when you catch it, when they start playing it, then it'd be like at the goddamn top of the damn hour, and you'd hear da 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 da, and then you're like yes, and you done hit record, and then the goddamn DJ come on and be like, this hour we're gonna hear, or here's the number one song in the nation, Michael Jackson's Thriller. I knew it was that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, to the moon. Let's go, baby. Them was the days. Those were the days. I'm telling you. These children. Melissa, how is you 30 years old and knowing all about that? You cannot make your decision. That's your problem. CT, this is my advice to you then. I want you to sit with the decision. I want you to sit in a meditative time, just some music on, just kind of go softly within yourself and kind of sit with it. You know, we just did this. CT, this is what I want you to do. On my website, Okay. Under free resources, Lightworker Academy, free resources. I just did a coaching session about finding your voice, right? And I did an exercise. I'm going to show it again really, 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 really quick here. Where your body actually is the best lie detector truth serum you're ever going to find. So you could do this two ways. You can sit with your decision and just kind of allow yourself to feel, if I make decision A, this is how I'm going to feel. If I make decision B, this is how I'm going to feel, and which one feels true to you. Or you could do this. I want you to kind of stand up, close your eyes, okay? And don't stand like super like tight, just kind of loosen up. And I want you to close your eyes, and then what I want you to do is like say some phrases that are true. Like close your eyes and say, my name is Lisa. And if you just allow your body to sway, make 2 or 3 very true statements that you know are true, and allow your body to sway. That is going to tell you an affirmative answer that your body, your cells themselves are going to give you. Then make a false statement, and your body will most likely go the opposite direction. The reason why I want you to calibrate yourself in that fashion, because then I want you to say, this option A is the right option, whatever it is, and see which way your body goes. Literally, your cells will tell you the right way to go. I know it's so weird. It's so weird. But that works. The other way, again, is just to kind of sit with yourself and go through it and really feel, why do I feel option A was a or is a good option? Why do I feel option B is or was a good option? And see how each of those serves you to make your decision, okay? K104, that sounds like, was that out in California, or was that down in... All right. Your mom raised you on cassettes, your mother. Your mother did you good. Anyway. All right, here we go. To the moon. We're almost done here. Thanks for my putting up with my little outbursts. Sunday morning top 40 with Dick Clark. Yeah, was it Sunday mornings that came on? I thought it was Saturdays. It might have been, you might be right, Sunday morning. Hot 97 New York, all right. East Coast, okay. All right, CT, let me know how that goes for you. You could go to the free resources. Sharon put the link, or someone put the link in there. Sharon put the link in there for you, CT. Go watch that Find Your Voice. It's like an hour-long thing, and it kind of like teaches you how to kind of tone in on what's true for you. Okay? And then if you really can't make the decision, CT, come on back and we'll figure it out. Okay? All right. To the moon. To the moon. Is it Kara? To the moon. Here we go. You're welcome, CT. I love Soul Train, but you could not record any music off of Soul Train. Did y'all ever try to record music? Like put your boombox with the microphone up to the television set, and you would try to record it off of Soul Train or American Bandstand or Solid Gold. Y'all don't play like y'all don't remember what Solid Gold was. Y'all remember Solid Gold? Don't play, because I know y'all do. I know some of my sisters in this room remember Solid Gold. Don't play like y'all don't. Anyway. Or before, you know what I'm saying? Like if you got better reception on the, what did we call it? You know, the regular radio, the big stereo thing. Okay, I'm out of here. I'm done. Don't play like Janet. Don't play like you don't know what no darn Solid Gold is. Y'all don't play that. Don't. Oh, nope. Yeah. Oh, they made sure you could record Jack off of that. Anyway, to the moon. Are you ready, baby? Oh, it's getting late. To the moon. Green Tara. Green Tara. Salvation. Green Tara, salvation. The divine has intended you into being and given you the assignment to explore life through certain perceived limitations. This is interesting. You are meant to learn about life and all its complexities, especially learning how to be in community with others. Green Tara, the Tibetan goddess, also known as she who saves, says that you will never be alone in life's journey. This compassionate savior goddess of intimate friendship will ensure that the right people will show up for you at the right time. Green Tara reminds you that your needs will always be met and you don't need to know the how, as that is her domain. You just need to trust, and the goddess Green Tara will use her magic on your behalf. You are safe and secure, always in the care of the divine. I find it interesting that this starts out by saying to the moon that you have been given the assignment and been asked to look at things through perceived limitations. And I feel like that's also then right for you to be able to help others as they are come out of what are really perceived limitations and not real limitations. But that in living this life that has some perceived limitations in it that are meant to be there, that you even decided that you would have before you came here, this allows you to move in a way of trust and faith that most would not be able to, and most will not understand unless you have real life examples to give them, and that you have the real life experience to then help them. So while I agree that it is not important for you to know the how, right? Because we talk about that here when we talk about manifestation. The how is not that important. What is important is the what, right? What are you manifesting? How it comes to you is not as important, definitely. What is important is what you are manifesting, and probably even more so important, why, because that gives you the emotional tie to it. What you have learned can offer exactly, precisely that. Precisely that. And some are going to look at you as she who saves or as the savior. But you will always remind them that it is not you, that it is the divine. And you will always remind them that it is their divinity, right? And then their higher self in conjunction with source that has provided said salvation, and it's not you or anyone else, if that makes sense. So, salvation, to help others find their way to salvation. This is why you've gone through, and maybe we'll go through a few more things, not a lot, but this is why you've been where you've been, so you could get where you're going, right? Yes, it comes effortlessly. But it didn't always come effortlessly to you, right? It definitely did not always come effortlessly. Yeah, Iris is on the bottom, communication. And you have Brigitte, creative spark on the bottom as well, and Ishtar, communion. So yes, communication, having creative sparks and communion with others, so participating in community, enlightening community, providing inspiration to community, These are all aspects of your calling that are very necessary and that are about to super showcase themselves in your life. Okay. Yeah. My light counsel. Yes. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Okay. I love that to the moon. I love your energy, by the way. I can sense when you come into the room. I love your energy. Adama. Adama. Yeah, that I love that reading. Adama, darling, and then Wonder Woman. Adama, then Wonder Woman. Adama, are you here? All right, Adama. By the way, my website designer just told me that there are now t-shirts available in the Lightworker store. T-shirts now available in the Lightworker store. And we will soon have crystal jewelry available in the Lightworker store as well. All right, Adama, here we go. For those of you that are still here, would you like to know during the workshop how to set up, how to really get off the ground your spiritual business? Would that be something that would be of interest to you? You're welcome, honey. Starting your spiritual business, getting it off the ground, would tuning into I really feel like maybe some a little bit more intensive and spiritual gifts would be good. Oh, Adama, 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 Adama. Adama, you have Lilith. Independence, Adama, Lilith. I feel like there's a lot of sassy happening here. I can't lay Lilith down. There's a lot of sassy going on. There's a lot of sassy going on. What number is Lilith? Where are you at, Adama? We're talking about, well, okay, no problem. What number is her? She's 30, okay. Huh, interesting. I hear some other music. You're from Indonesia. That's wonderful. Yeah, the workshop's going to be online. Lilith. Now, this I did not know. Lilith, the Jewish goddess Lilith, refused to be dominated by the first man. And as a result, was called a demon in the stories about her that followed. These inaccurate and damaging stories are so old and repeated so often that no one recognizes how pervasive their implications are. From another perspective, Lilith offers this lesson. No one, Adama, can prevent you from fully blooming, from learning all you can, from evolving and choosing freedom. Only your conditioned thinking can do that. Be proud, be accountable, claim your power and hold it wisely. Adama, no one can stop you from being who you were meant to be. No man, no religious structure, no governmental entity, no one, no woman can stop you from being who you were truly meant to be and blossoming into who you were meant to blossom into and having the power that you were born with. It is the same as the astrological Lilith. It is the same. This is she. She was Adam's first wife, and evidently she wasn't having it. She got a divorce. Now, Adama. The goddess Lilith wants to show you the way to claim a healthy self-worth and self-respect by refusing to let your old stories keep you down. Don't let what everybody else has told you about yourself and who you are and who you are destined to be dictate to you who you are and where you're going. Those are old stories that are not meant for you, Adama. You can release those chains that have bound you spiritually and grow where you're supposed to, how high you're supposed to grow. You are not confined by the old ways and the old stories. You are not confined and constrained. Spiritually, you're not. And sometimes it takes a minute for it to catch up into the natural. Someone is really playing some loud music. Interesting. So but it's hard, right? Because there's this constraint that's put on you as in your physical realm. But eventually what happens, there's a verse in the Bible that says your gifts shall make room for you. What I really believe that means is when your spirit soars, it's going to move everything else out of its way. And you're going to be who you were always destined to be, as long as you put one foot in front of the other and keep growing. So don't let anybody keep you down, and don't let anybody keep keep you under their thumb and controlling. Don't let anybody. Okay? Don't let anybody do it. You will attain that which you wish. You will achieve all that you have dreamt of, Adama. You have to keep the faith, and you have to allow your spirit to be free. All right. That's a beautiful card. Yeah, they don't tell that part of the story, do they, Venus? All right, let's get Wonder Woman here. Let's get Wonder Woman here. All right, Adama, thank you, honey. Keep coming around. We've got to keep you free. Put that here. Yes. And me too. I'm chilling with Lilith, man. But I've always embraced my Lilith. My Lilith is in Gemini, and I always said, when I want to tear you up stem to stern, I'm gonna cut you with them words so bad, make you feel stupid. Ooh, these same goddesses like to show up. Hold on, let me see if these pop back up again for you, Wonder Woman. Let me shuffle. Good. Thank you so much, Adama. Thank you. All right. Can I get a card for Wonder Woman, please? Ooh. One more card, please. I've got Freya, which is one of my favorite Norse goddesses, by the way. Ooh. And the great goddess of sacred unity. See, I knew I needed to shuffle this up. Freya, radical acceptance. And the great goddess of sacred unity. So Freya, what's Freya's number? 15. Freya. Okay. They're close. When you see life as a battleground, Wonder Woman, you lose sight of a more easeful way to be in the world. Can you be in the middle of the chaos and allow yourself to center in the quiet hum in the eye of the storm? Let the peace of Freya, the Norse goddess of war, enter your mind. Amid the flurry of battle, she came to collect the fallen and bring them to a place of rest and recuperation. Freya is here to remind you that the acceptance of defeat is not the end. She offers the gift of acceptance, knowing that there is nothing to resist right now. See your world at face value and look into it with discernment. When you see with greater clarity, not taking this world so personally, you will not have to fight at all. If you take full stock of your conditions, surrendering to what is, you can move to higher ground, begin again, or wait until the drama dies down on its own. You are the strongest, most grounded, and most powerful when you remember this is the strategy of the goddess Freya that she offers you in support. And the great goddess of sacred unity, now is the time for you to view your world through a reverent and clear lens of unity and connection, the domain of the great goddess, the creatrix of all life, and the great mother of all. It's time to leave the right, wrong, good, bad, zero-sum game world behind. Enter the space where you can find the sacred ground of sharing without guile, work from the desire that everyone benefits. There is a power in finding neutrality in everything. There is a power of not looking through things with any judgmental lens or any discernment about good, bad, right, wrong, up, down, left, right, whatever. But everything just is. Now, there are some times when people do things to us, and it's really meant for maliciousness. But what happens when you can see beyond it and just look at it in a very neutral fashion? You see beyond their current situation. and you see their pain, and you understand why they did what they did, and you understand that things just are what they are, and that you don't necessarily need to change it, and that it's not your responsibility to change it. But instead, your responsibility is just this. Fine, it looks to you like I just took a L. It looks to you like you just won. However, who really won at the end of the day? Because now you're sitting here feeling victorious, having done something, done me wrong in some way. And instead of my exacting revenge, I just say it is what it is. I find my sacred space. I find my place where I can say, how did I let this happen? Okay, because this is an unhealed part of me. Great, let's heal it so this doesn't happen again. Instead of expending the energy in the fight, expend the energy in the healing, because that's where you receive your power from. That's where you receive growth from. And it honestly brings the situation to a greater resolution. Bye-bye, Adama. It honestly brings things to a greater resolution. And an easier resolution because you're just accepting things for as they are. You're not looking at things with any particular point of view. So I would rather be Freya and gather the corpses and take them to a place, and the injured, and take them to a place of rest and recuperation and healing. I would rather operate in that creative sacred unity of recycling, I should say, or reappropriating energy in a very positive, loving to myself first and honoring to others way, rather than the anger and frustration and guilt and shame, because that's not a good use of our energy. So take all of that, everything, and find a neutral place, a neutral zone to look at it, an objective zone to look at it, and reappropriate your energy, be it sadness or anger, guilt, shame, rage, whatever it is, even if it's positive, but reappropriate it to another area of sacredness and an area of being in complete unity with the universe, so that you can create, right, a new world, your new world, so that you can create the healing space for not just yourself, but for others to come to. Good night, Miss Sharon. Thank you. Yep, learning and growing from each situation and each solution. Good night, CT. I like that, Venus. Learn from every situation, but without putting yourself in a position where you're feeling guilty for being in that situation, but instead you're just learning from it, okay? Does that make sense, dear? I like it too. And achieving neutrality is not an easy thing to do. Let me just tell you. Achieving neutrality And being able to see things just as they are and not have any particular feeling on them one way or the other is not easy. When you achieve that, it's fantastic because now, for the most part, I look at things as just as they are. Some major things, though, it's a little bit more difficult to be like, okay, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. Good. All right, gang. It's been a while since I've sat and read for 3 hours. I wanted to, though. I wanted to be here tonight with you guys. So I really, really appreciate it. I got a lot to do tomorrow, but we'll try to get some more content out tomorrow. I want to start getting some of the July readings out. So my members, you'll see those July readings posted before everybody else does. I need to get that book. The Oracle, the Goddess Oracle. What was that? The Goddess what? The Divine Feminine Oracle. I have to get those cards. Yes, you guys will see them before everybody else does. We'll get them. We'll start getting them out tomorrow / Sunday. But yeah. All right, guys. And I don't know what else I'm gonna put up on my YouTube channel. Anyway. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. I'm tired now. We'll see you guys really soon, okay? I appreciate you guys. Thank you. This was good for me. It was really, really good for me. Loved you guys here. I really did enjoy it. I needed this tonight. So thanks for hanging out with me tonight, okay? All right. I'll talk to you guys really, really super soon. I'm going to go get some sleep. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys. Namaste.